Hello, this is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Service Management Leadership. This channel is dedicated to leaders of all varieties, general leadership topics, IT, and IT service management. And so today's video is on the topic of cloud and DevOps and the pluses and minuses of cloud versus having on-premise infrastructure. Let me explain that a little bit easier. So if we have infrastructure in our data center, there's pluses for that versus putting it in the cloud, and vice versa. And so first let's talk about the pros from the cloud. And I want to preface, this came from Microsoft. So they're a little bit biased for their Azure product being in the cloud. So if you hear this and you think it's a little biased, it's not my bias. I'm indifferent on it because I think that risk and business value are the drivers. And so I'm happy to have that conversation about what should go to the cloud, what shouldn't, with any of our viewers. But here's the Microsoft view. You want to put in the cloud for scalability. Whether you're scaling vertically or horizontally to as many machines as you need, the only limitation is how much you want to pay. This makes sense, right? You could spin up as many servers as you need in a very quick time. And so that's a great value. Also, the ability to store data easily in the cloud is a great value as well. Because, different clouds will have different ability to store data, but the price for storage is usually cheaper in the cloud than on-premise hosting in your own SAN, your storage on your network device. So also the reliability, especially if you listen to the cloud providers, is much higher for the cloud than your on-premise. And most people know this to be true. They negotiate a higher SLA for these cloud environments than they ever thought they had in-house. Fourth, time and people needed. When on-premise, the call in the middle of the night, you don't have to worry about that if it's hosted in the cloud. Security is usually better and tighter in the cloud just because of the focus on keeping that environment pure. The last thing a cloud provider wants is a security flaw in their environment because it would impact everyone. And cost. Usually cost is cheaper in cloud than on-premise. When we think about our resource cost, even the licensing of the Windows and all those other licensing costs, and our data center, real estate, all that fun stuff. So cost is usually benefiting the cloud. Once again, I'm unbiased on this because I think there are several reasons you want to have things on your premise. So what is best for on-premise? If we have a legacy application, we have something that's been on-premise for a long time, the amount of rework to get that to the cloud is usually insurmountable. It's not worth the risk, it's not worth the time, it's not worth the money. So we need to leave that on-prem as long as possible. And also our culture. Many organization cultures are not friendly in putting everything in the cloud. There are some technology-forward companies that want everything in the cloud, and then there's some older established companies with older established legacy applications who want everything on premise. And usually most companies fall somewhere in between. But I wanted to introduce this topic of cloud versus on-premise, whether it's from DevOps or just a cloud decision-making thought. This is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. Please like or share the video. Subscribe to our channel. Leave me feedback below. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.